Speech. How many Muslims have imitated the kuffar in speech? You see Muslim brothers today, instead of saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, hey, going bro, it's going down. Going down. As soon as they meet each other, oh bro, it's going down. How's the day? Good, eh? Do we not? Are you going, dude? Or, you get this a lot from the Arabs. Now, Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. That's his response. What response is this? Or they give you the handshake, the twivel, this, and then they go, this. That's their greeting. This is the imitation of the kuffar. Our greeting is Assalamu alayka ya habibi ya akhi al-aziz. Wa alayka as-salam ya akhi al-kareem. How beautiful is that? Salam alaykum ya ikhwa. What does it mean? Peace be upon you. What's this? Hey, on, bro. What's that going to do? What's that going to do? There's no meaning in this. Allahumma musta'an. Others who imitate the kuffar by their conduct, by their attitude, by their habits, tradition, celebrations. We forgot the celebrations. How can we forget celebrations? Alhamdulillah, Allah reminded me. The celebrations of the birthday parties, the celebrations of Christmas, the celebrations of Easter. Don't forget the Easter bunny. Don't forget the bag at the Easter show. MashaAllah, they take the whole family. She's full of niqab, veiled, head to toe. You cannot see nothing. And she's got her daughters there, MashaAllah, all veiled, beautifully, look at Islamically. And they're going on to the Easter show. They're going to the Easter. There's nothing wrong with the Easter, they say. There's nothing wrong with it. What's the big deal? There's nothing wrong with it. Do you know what the origin of the Easter show is? It's built on a religious concept. Kufr. Wallahi. What about Valentine's Day? What about the anniversary of marriage? What about Mother's Day? Father's Day? What about Anzac Day? Australia Day? You cannot miss these issues. They're celebrations. We live in Australia, they say. We live in Australia. What about the Mardi Gras party? Wallahi, this is not a joke. This is not a joke. You know how many hijabis were witnessed, were seen, attending the Mardi Gras party? Wallahi. A'udhu billah. A'udhu billah. This is filth. How can you attend the worst filth on the face of the earth? Don't you fear that Allah might put an earthquake underneath them? These filthy, dirty people who are not worth the earth. Ya Latif, Ya Latif. A'udhu billah. And the thing I don't like saying most, but I cannot hide it, the shaving of the beard and the growing of the moustache. The shaving of the beard and the growing of the moustache. Always when I say this, the heads flop down. There is no compromise. This is another imitation that we are witnessing. A lot of Muslim men, unfortunately, is or are shaving their beautiful hair that Allah has created them with from their faces. You know each hair how much is worth of reward? This one single hair. You know how much reward is in this? And you know how much sin is in this when you shave? Every time you shave. The clipping of the moustache and the leaving of the beard, wallahi brothers and sisters, is a characteristic of the fitrah, the human nature. It is the guidance of our beloved Prophet ﷺ, and all the prophets had beards, all of them. All the righteous men had beards. It's a symbol of handsomeness, of dignity, of honor. It's a symbol of being different from the non-Muslims. Don't you come and say, for example, they have beards. Yes, but they do not clip their moustaches. They have beards. They have big beards. But they have big moustaches. That's why he said to us, contradict yourself from the non-Muslim, grow your beards and trim your moustache. How many Muslims have imitated the Kafar by building around their graves? By placing lights on their graves, whitewashing, which is decorating the graves, placing or planting a palm tree in their grave, or the even tree itself. The big trees, you've seen them, haven't you? By placing photos, flowers, inscriptions, waiting over them, by erecting huge tombstones on them, by placing statues on them. I went to the Rookwood Cemetery not long ago, and I witnessed a double dragon, little statue, like a miniature thing, on the grave. And there were many of them. You see the Christians and the Jews, especially the Christians, they place angels, like so-called angels, the image of an angel there. You find it on the Muslims' graves at the moment. This is not right. This is not right. You see the Muslims sitting on the graves. It's haram to walk over a grave. You can go next to a grave and seek mercy for that person in the grave. But you do not go sit on the grave, on his grave, or walk over that grave. It is haram. How many Muslims have made their graves as a place of worship? Meaning, they go every year, especially in Eid Day. Every single Eid, you see the Rookwood Cemetery chock-a-block, straight after the Eid prayer. They all gather there and they think it's the best time to worship the grave. And we know in a lot of subcontinental countries, and in Asia, and in Africa, and in the Middle East, where there are a lot of men on the doors of the graveyards who actually direct the person that this person is a wali, he's a wali, he's a wali, he's a wali, and he gets paid for this. So when the person is informed, the visitor, that he's a wali, that person, the visitor, goes and starts circumambulating around the grave, believing that he's going to seek blessings, aid, need, or whatever from this person in the grave, because he's a wali. This is everywhere. This is everywhere. How many Muslims have been buried in coffins, imitating the Kafar? How many Muslims have imitated the Kafar by allowing their laws, their rules, their Sharia into the Islamic countries? And this is known and is very vast. Very, very vast, Ya Azad. Very vast. Those rulers of the so-called Islamic countries, as we all know, have pushed, have diverted, has strongly driven away the Sharia of the Almighty Lord and replaced it with the Sharia of the devil. The Sharia of the devil. Whether it is English, French, or the United Snakes of America. Replacing the Sharia of the Almighty Lord with the Sharia of the Khanazir. Wallahi.